Alright, welcome back. We're going to be doing another Shaco video. This build is one that I've been using a lot recently. I have not lost a single match on it. I've been playing basically normals, but the elo on these have been anywhere from low to mid plat up and then upwards to low to mid diamond is what I have been playing since I implemented this build. This is mostly a crit Shaco, so we'll be focusing on like this game, this one, and like the ones with these builds. This is the build that is generic to Shaco right now. You get your Tiamat into Duskblade, and your Trinity Force. Also, you get your Berserkers while you're building your Trinity Force into Yumu's if you want a full assassin. And then I went Lord Dom because I needed it for that game, but ultimately defeat. Then I went back to my favorite Shaco, which is the crit Shaco, is what I've been messing with the builds. So the item build is generic at first, just your Hunter's Machete into your bead, and then whatever ward or scanner or anything like that you need. You build your Tiamat first as fast as you can. And then I have not been needing to get Duskblade. I had it in there because I didn't know if I was going to need the extra oomph at the beginning. I have not. I have been going Essence Reaver right away because Essence Reaver over Duskblade, well, you get more AD. You get the crit strike chance. You get 10% more cooldown reduction over this item. And you stay very mana healthy. The extra AD just helps with your other abilities, just like your E, for example. Just that extra AD will give you a good ratio there. Into my Berserker Greaves for the extra attack speed and movement speed. And then dependent how fed I am or how much gold I have left over during like one of my next back. If I have 1300 or more, I will buy my BF sword and build Infinity Edge first. If I do not have 1300, I will start actually building my PD first, since these are much cheaper items. And then you get your PD, and then you just flip. If you want, I like PD for the survivability, but if you want full damage or you're doing a lot of split pushing, Static Shiv is a really good item because split pushing the Static Shiv and Tiamat, you will be pushing waves very fast, or you will also be doing more damage to targets. I just personally like the survivability of this. If you need last couple items, will either be a GA if you need more survivability, or it's getting late into the game and you are a very, very big carry. So if they do focus you as soon as you pop up, you can actually still come back and hope that your team does their part. Secondly, or Lord Dominic's, the armor shred given with the crit and attack speed, you will be able to duel most like tanks, bruisers for the most part. There's some champions where you're still going to have a little bit of a struggle, but you'll be doing better off against them with this build than you will with the assassin build. Other honorable mentions to this build would be items such as, let's see, where is it at? Like a Death Stance, you get a lot of attack damage, you heal for 15% of the damage dealt, and you reduce the damage taken over a period of time rather than instantaneous. So this would also be a pretty good item to have. Another one, if you want just max CDR, it would be like a Black Cleaver instead of a Lord Dom. This would also get you bonus health, some attack damage. You'd max out your cooldown reduction, and you'd also have some good armor shred. So if you want that, that'd also be a pretty good one to toss in. My rune page that I am running is Electrocute, because the Electrocute actually helps early game over Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest is better later, as long as you're being very efficient, but not every game you're going to have the opportunity to be efficient. This one is just flat all the time, you'll have it. Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter into Precision Tree with Triumph, Legend Alacrity, or you can also be building Magical Footwear and Futures Market. Free 300 gold here. And this will help you buy items and get your spikes, such as Tiamat first bag, perhaps a BF for the pretty soon after, pieces of your Essence Reaver. You get the point. Into offense, you get your 10% attack speed. your adaptive force, and then armor if they are predominantly AD, or magic resist if they're predominantly AP. So yeah, that's kind of the build in runes. I'll see you in the montage.